Peggy 18.
With the arrival of the Xbox One, we're currently in the midst of an FPS revolution. Games like Destiny, Titanfall and Evolve are bringing about a new era of multiplayer shooters, but some are still trying to buck the trend. And here we've got Wolfenstein: The New Order, one that's completely sacking off multiplayer in favour of a pure single-player story. And it's looking pretty cool. It's sort of one of those games that's going back to the old days of FPS. Big guns, big action, and a whole lot of blood and guts, and you know what? Sometimes that's alright.
If you're looking for a studio that's going to help you deliver a single-player FPS experience and forgo multiplayer, then you're probably looking at Starbreeze from Sweden, who made Riddick and The Darkness. Funnily enough, MachineGames, the developer of this title, a lot of them used to work there, so actually they've got the best of both worlds. They've got a brand new studio, hungry to make an impact, with a lot of great single FPS experience.
Yeah, and in many regards, we recently had a hands-on with the first 3 hours of Wolfenstein, and in many regards you can see that darkness influence running through it. It's very silly in places. In fact, it's very silly, but it also has that really dark, vicious undertone behind it, as you'd expect for a game that sort of channels the same blood and guts gore as, say, a Soldier of Fortune, where most of the time you're running around with 2 huge guns, no matter what they are, 2 shotguns, machine guns, and just blowing limbs off of everything, and it is horribly entertaining. It really is. So, to be honest, Wolfenstein isn't going to be, you know, a trendsetter of any sort, but it is a lot of fun, you know?
How do you feel it's translated from the original games? Does it still feel like a Wolfenstein game now, or does it feel like something a little bit different?
Totally feels exactly like you'd expect a Wolfenstein to play like. You know, we recently had a Wolfenstein game back in '09 that was not good. You know, that was from Raven, and it was just a mess of an FPS. And this feels a lot more refined, a lot more channeled. You know, these guys know exactly what they want to deliver, and they're basically playing to that. They're playing to their strengths, and they're playing to the strengths of the franchise and the IP, which is, let's take FPS in its purest form and just ramp it up to 10, ramp it to maximum. And that's exactly what New Order is going to deliver.
It certainly doesn't look like a game that's been compromised by trying to pretend it's Call of Duty or pretend it's Battlefield, which is often a trap people fall into.
Yeah, no, totally. I think, if anything, Wolfenstein: New Order is going to be unlike absolutely anything else on the shelves when it launches this summer.
Nimm dich mit zu mir, steck dich in mein Haus. Boom, boom, boom.